All right, good morning, Williams Lake. It's April 22nd on a chilly but beautiful Wednesday morning. The lake is nice and calm, the ice is all off, and it is rising rapidly. Um, I just want to go through some things on our agenda for today that I think would be useful for my students and their families and anybody else that's watching our Good Morning Williams Lake channel. Um, Just a quick overview of some things that I've been doing over the last few weeks, just to keep people remind each other to stay focused and to stay together during this crisis, so that we can get through this together. Okay, so number one, our focus is to stay focused. You need to stick with your routines, whatever that might be right now. If it has some negative things, part of your routine, for example, if you're sleeping in, or you're spending too much time on screens, you want to try to make sure that you can change your routine into a more proactive and healthy way. And the only way that you can do that is to take small steps into setting goals and to challenging yourself with the encouragement of your family and people that are immediately surrounded around you. Okay, so the most important thing I can say to everybody is to try to establish some sort of routine. Record it if you need to. I think that's really crucial during this, is that you have some sort of routine, because it would be so easy for all of us to just slip right into a negative, sleeping until noon, not caring, getting into a bit of a depressive funk. So you don't want to get into that at all. Okay. Number two, your mental health and physical health is the most important thing, and I stress this in every show that I do every morning. Is I can't think of anything more important, especially right now, than your mental health and your physical health. Okay, if that is just not in tune, and if that is not functioning in a way that is positive, it's just going to have long-term negative consequences for you, whether you go back to school, you go back to work, or we start easing off on some of the social distancing protocols. So it's really important that we are taking care of that. And one way we can do that is perhaps engaging in the activities I do during my show, or even if you want to, you can go into some of the challenges and tasks that I have set across, including these things. Okay. Number three, just as important as number one and two, is how are you managing some of those stressors? Okay, I've shared some of my ideas of how I'm coping with it, working from home, and trying to stay connected with all my students and their families, and also staying connected with my own family and my own little circle of friends. Okay, and I have some ideas. I've continued to share those ideas, but I'd like you guys to just maybe reflect and just ask yourself, how am I dealing with some stressors? Okay, for a lot of people, it's physical activities. Okay, and of course, there's a lot of other ways that we can do this. Please try to keep track of, this goes for all my students and their weekly tasks. Keep track of your sleep, your sleeping habits, even if you're napping, what time you're getting up, what time you go to bed. Your eating habits, including all snacks that you might have in between breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Keep track of your hobbies. Tell me what you're doing, how you're staying active, what things have you trying that are new. I shared all my passions and my hobbies, and again, this week I am trying to slowly implement some other hobbies that I'd like to be able to try. And your life skills. D, life skills is your educational things. What is important for you, whether it be working in dad's shop with him and how they'll be a welder, to cooking with mom or dad in the kitchen, or trying to seek out help with your math homework from a teacher. Okay, so what other educational life skills, what are you doing in terms of like some sort of continuity of education? It's going to be so important right here. Okay, and you've got to make sure that you try to stick with that. All right, and then finally, what chores are you doing? I hope that you're being helpful around the house. I hope you and your families have a setup, a routine, and sort of a checklist of things that you would like to see done around the house. Okay, we're in this together, and that is your world right now, is your home. Okay, and the only way we can do this is if we cooperate together. Okay. Number five, have you set goals for yourself, short and long? Those ones are really simple. The very first task on the very first week, I asked all my kids to try to get out of bed before 8 a.m. Okay, you should be able to now establish a little bit long-term goals. okay, whether it be eating better or less screen time, more activity, getting outdoors, working harder on math assignments, seeking out and communicate with your teachers, whatever it might be. Number 6, make sure that you continually, and I please stress this, that you reach out to at least 5 people every day. I know I try to keep with the same consistent 5 people, but I do reach out from time to time with different people just to check up on them through social media or a messenger or a text, a phone call, a wave to somebody on the street. Just ask them how they're doing, okay? We have some other things going on in the community right now besides this COVID-19 crisis. We got severe flooding going all around the Caribou, especially going out west and out in the 150-mile area. So, whatever we can do to help and stay together. I know we're living down here at the lake, how high it is. It's just extremely dangerous right now. So I can just imagine what it's like in some places. Number 7, what is helping you during this crisis? Okay, so share your ideas of what is working for you to stay motivated, to stay connected, whatever it might be. Okay, so it's important that we share these ideas with each other, share them with your teachers, share them with your family, of what is working for you to stay motivated. Okay, and number 8, a question: what can we do together to help? Okay, and when I say the word help, help means how can we stay connected, how can we support each other, how can we help each other, how can we all get through this together? What things can your family do, you personally, your teachers, the community at large? What can we all be doing to get through this crisis together? Okay, so I'm going to leave that question for you. You can send me messages, text, emails. You can even message through the YouTube channel here or through Facebook. And of course, students can always text me during through their team app. Okay, I hope this finds you happy and healthy. Our show is going to start in about 40 minutes from now. Please make sure that you continue to check out Lake City Athletics Facebook page, and of course continue to support the YouTube channel. I cannot go live until we get over 1,000 viewers subscribing to this channel. At this point we've got about 27, so we got a long ways to go, but that's okay. I can keep these short little clips here. All right, I hope that you guys have a fantastic day, and we will be chatting again soon. Take care.